All right, guys, I'm not here today. I'm at the board office, but this is what we are going to do. I'm just going to run through it really quick. You can pause the stuff and read it if you need to. First of all, you should be finished with your My Favorite Mistake essay. It is not done. It has not been revised. It is not necessarily the one I will grade. That's up to you later. So if you are done typing it, you've got all the expressive parts in it and reflective parts in it, you need to go ahead and click submit. This will tell me that you are done working on it for now and your first draft is complete. If it is not complete, you could choose to work on it today, but you're probably going to end up with some homework tonight. Either way, by Friday, it should be submitted. All right, next. Today, we're going to look at our next option for our essay, which is the watermark event. I'm going to go through a quick intro and brainstorm with you. I've got some mentor text already on Google Classroom. One is a student sample from the book, just like we looked at a sample yesterday that was like from a book. And then I went ahead and put mine on there. Mine is not perfect. It's 686 words right now. I'm just done with it for tonight, so it'll be fine. And then you're going to go ahead and start your expressive part of it. Mine is everything. So I went ahead and have the expressive and the reflective kind of mixed throughout. You can do that if you want and just skip the reflective addition. I kind of liked it when we did the expressive first. However it works for you, it makes the most sense. That's the way you're going to start your watermark event. All right? So normally I would have you guys discuss amongst yourselves. I'm just going to spoil this. What is a watermark event, you might ask? Here it is. Think about the floods that you've seen and experienced if you've been down at the landing in Jefferson City, if you've been in St. Louis by the river. You may have seen where they mark off on poles, on buildings, where the water goes during a flood. So like for the flood of 93, you can go down by the river anywhere pretty much and see where they have left water markers for how high the water had gotten. Sorry, Wally sitting right here is going to bark. That's a watermark. So if you think about a watermark event, it's going to be an event that has left its mark on us. So we've all had some kind of experience that has left a mark on us, good or bad, that continues to leave its mark long after the water has receded or the event has faded or that time has passed. So here's another brainstorm. I would like you to put this brainstorm in your composition notebook, just like we did with the last one. So on one side, you would write down your events, and the other side that you would mark what mark it left and why. So that will go on the other side, just as we brainstormed our favorite mistake. Here are the other teachers. If you want to pause, you can. Here are mine that I had picked. My parents' divorce, the first day of summer, the junior year of high school, aka when Mr. and Mrs. Duckett fell in love, but we didn't know that. When my sister died, moving away from home, leaving a bad relationship, moving back home with my dad as an adult, teaching with my former childhood teachers, my friend's suicide, who's a coworker, getting married, becoming a mom. I went ahead and wrote about moving in with my dad. So when you read my mentor text, that's the story I wrote. And you can look through all of those other ones if you want to pause the video. Drafting time. All right. You will find that prompt, the watermark event, on Google Classroom. 250 to 500 words, same expectation as last time. Again, you can write only the expressive parts for this part, and then on Friday we'll work on the reflective. Otherwise, what we'll do on Friday, like let's say that you go ahead and write all of it at once and you're done. What we'll go through is kind of go through and make sure we can find both parts and mark both parts. And I'll show you how I'm marking both of my parts because I have my watermark event definitely kind of fades back and forth with them going throughout the reflective and the expressive, whereas my mentor text, which is not shared, of my favorite mistake is more whole story and then reflective part at the end only. So we can look at that on Friday. But what I expect you have on Friday is the whole My Favorite Mistake done to the first draft, completed first draft point, and the watermark event should either have all the expressive stuff done or pretty much the whole thing has been drafted, and you'll still get some work time on Friday before you submit that. The goal is by Monday when you come in, all of these drafts, both of them are completely done with the first draft. So there's still revision and still editing, but the draft itself has been completely written. That's the goal. On Google Classroom, just so you can see really quick, you will see that you have the mentor texts. There are two. This one, the PDF is just the student example, generic from the book. It's a good read. I like that one. And then here's mine. You also have the place where you're going to do your new essay, and it looks just like the old one. So you'll see that you have your own document that you can go in and type your draft. I hope this all makes sense to you. Again, I will be back. I am working. I'm just not in the building. If you need to email me, you know how. I will be available to answer questions when I see the email, which might not be during class, but that's okay. Don't give your sub a hard time. Work very, very hard. I'm very, very proud of you. You guys are doing a great job so far. Peace out. See you tomorrow.